that is the goal, and obviously fix some of the things, try to get some kind of consistency, some kind of positivity, obviously, in this second half. But it is about pride more than it is about the scoreboard at this point for South Carolina.
Zach Calzada is able to find Isaiah Spiller out of the backfield. And Spiller on the first play for A&M picks up 11 yards.
Did you really have to, that's how the conversation goes.
This is a South Carolina program that went through a coaching change in the offseason. And I think there's a difference between
love and appreciation for your players. And I think that's why I said it becomes less about the scoreboard and winning, losing at that point, and more about improving in pride so these players feel better about themselves.
What a play by.
He's talking about how 85 is blocking a lot more.
Well, you're an inside dog and he's an outside dog. That one incomplete. Cole, what were your thoughts about Weidermeyer previous
this season? It wasn't there.
Calzada pulls it back over the middle, wide open with room to run. Jalen Preston, who got checked down by Rush, 33 yards. Got hustled by Rush, looked like a certain score for a moment.
Yeah, Platel over here on the left side of your screen. He's going to get his eyes in the backfield, right? This is an RPO. He's looking at run. And Jalen Preston runs right by him. Great identification on the RPO there by Calzada.
To Spiller again. Pick up a 4.
And are there if Calzada wants them.
Calzada looking for Smith. He's covered. Will fire end zone. And it was nearly picked off. Time for the SEC lead. And passes broken up. Calzada pulls it back. Nobody's open. Going the wrong way. And able to find a receiver in the vicinity in Preston. Right behind Frank Beamer, the entire staff. 32-yarder made earlier for Small, and he bangs that one through as well. A&M opens the second half just as they ended the first. And no ticket needed after Kansas hung with them.
And then Oklahoma scored 21 unanswered.
I feel like you needed to be there early if you wanted to enjoy it. Let's take a look at the 5-star play of the game. Brought to you by Yellowwood.
Oh, it's been all about the pressure up front from Texas A&M's defensive front. So talented. Michael Clemens, Tyree Johnson, DeMarvin Leal. They have been all over Zeb Nolan all night. South Carolina can't get anything going on the ground or through the air. And this front is as advertised.
South Carolina hadn't had the ball since 7:05 in the second quarter. It's about 45 minutes in between touches for Zeb Nolan. Swing pass. They've gone to this often. This is a Conway right. And White gets shoved out of bounds after pickup of 5. Zeb Nolan running backwards and will spike it towards his running back. The double check. Michael Clemens brought the pressure. That was at the feet.
Like they're going to rush 3 here.
Movement on the right side. You saw Zeb Nolan giving a signal to his wide receivers. It almost looked like he was playing the guitar. He said he doesn't listen to music pregame to relax. He's relaxed enough.
5-yard penalty.
But his favorite musician is a guy.
And all these defenders stacked at the line of scrimmage. They got to sort out who's coming and who's dropping.
They bring 5. They got him. A sack for Tyree Johnson and a loss of 5. Zeb Nolan's got a dirty jersey tonight. A&M plants him again. Third consecutive possession for South Carolina that went backwards. They're playing tonight for the Bonham Trophy, and by all accounts, this is from the GI Museum out on Highway 6. Aggie War Hymn was written by Pinky Wilson, an A&M alum while stationed during World War I. Bear Bryant in 1954 asked that the Aggie War Hymn be played at the start of the fourth quarter of each home game because the fourth quarter was going to belong to A&M. We have our ISO producer Kevin Clark to thank for those pictures that he got at the GI Museum. Another thing that Kevin pointed out is they've got a Renault FT-17 French tank at that museum, and it's still operational. The only one in North America that's operational. I don't know if we know anybody who works at the GI Museum. Here's Spiller. Spiller spent some time in the injury tent this half, did he?
It looked like they were taking a look at his back, or he was kind of talking about his back when he came out of the injury tent. It was just for a brief moment, but he did receive some medical attention before this series.
Watch Anaya Smith on a little crosser here.
Out to Spiller. First man misses. Second man misses. Fourth man finally stands him up. It's a first down catch and run for Isaiah Spiller.
Great little changeup. They get in these condensed
Art that depicts James Bonham, who's a South Carolina native who fought in the Battle of the Alamo. In fact, he was a messenger. He came upon the Alamo when it was already surrounded and under siege.
Okay, we want to eat better. Come on. What do you mean? What's this school thing?
My man.
Straight ahead, Spiller. 22 yards for Isaiah Spiller.
And really impressed with the Texas A&M offensive line. Look at the hat on a hat, the push. Jalen Weidemeyer mixing it up, and Isaiah Spiller has been sensational.
That touch to the backfield still bounces for a couple.
Cole, what are you seeing from this offensive line down there?
Well, they've gone more gap scheme runs than I thought they were going to. You know, Jimbo told us he thought they were going to have to zone it out. They expected movement. But the double teams have been the best part of what I've seen tonight. And keep in mind, when we talked to Daryl Dickey and Jimbo, they both talked about, because of how good this defensive line was, take your time on the double teams, come off late on the linebackers, because you have to secure the first level initially if you're even going to have a chance to get your backs to the second level. They've handled those doubles well tonight.
Hitting like Eddie Rosario just hit a 3-run home run for the Braves, up 4-1 on the Dodgers. Calzada's got all day.
Boy, and Calzada missed Damon Demas, who was wide open on a corner route. Watch this corner route. The ball should be thrown now. Release that ball to the corner. 28 there, the corner at the bottom of the screen. He's not turning and running. He's not going to beat Demas to the corner there. That angle is not great. All 22, you can see that Demas would have had a step, and he's yelling for it. On that one, trust your arm strength. He's got the arm strength to make that throw.
Happy feet here. Calzada back to the logo. Flag down. And a diving attempt by Lane, but it's incomplete. Skipped into him.
Holding. Offense number 58. Penalty is declined. Fourth down.
Isn't that where all eyes are?
For what?
47-yard attempt for Small. He is 2 for 2 tonight. That one got a piece of it, I think, on the line. Must have for it to come out like that. You said it was.
Actually is me. Our producer Billy texted me. He's like, oh, you landed right as I landed.
You could have at least waved.
I was trying. I didn't know I was getting filmed. It's a decent night.
Not bad. They won 45-6 over Vanderbilt, and afterwards Mike Leach wanted to talk Halloween candy.
Standard.
And Nolan gets swallowed up by Maroon again. McKinley Jackson that time. Anaya Smith over the shoulder, but out of bounds. 48 turned it into a 2-point shootout. Here's Achane. Nearly to midfield. It's a run of 21 on first down.
Oh, it's a great block here by the center, Bryce Foster. You're going to see him really wall off on this double team. Look at the push they get. That really opens up that hole there for Achane. And we talked about his speed. As soon as you have that hole, he hits it so fast.
That patience, waiting to come off on the second level.
Both Achane and Spiller have 100-yard rushing nights.
Again. Right, but also athletic enough to make you miss. Physical runner. They got Achane that can get physical, but man, you give him daylight. He's one of the fastest players in the entire country. I like it when they get both of them on the field at the same time. That's tough for defenses.
It's hard to talk.
You have GAs that are doing this consistently, but when you hit that mid-year mark, you start to get a few games into SEC play. That's when, as a staff, you really do dedicate a day or two, a Sunday after, using Achane in the slot, like you mentioned.
On 2nd and 6, another huge hold. Devon Achane, full head of steam, and he scores from 35 yards out. if anybody touched him.
Really important block on that play by Max Wright, the tight end. He's going to work up, and then he's going to seal this defender along with Bryce Foster right here. Bam, just get a piece of that linebacker that's trying to work over the top to get to A-chain. And that's how he walked in untouched. The zone concept, right?
You're going that sort of Chip Kelly philosophy of just giving extra window dressing to the defense.
41-0 here. Let's get to the studio. We'll spend some time with the family. 1,000-person family in the building tonight. They've got a lot to cheer for, including another tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Nolan flush from the pocket and took a shot as he was aiming for a first down. That's going to leave him 3rd and 1. Again, this time it's Damani Richardson.
Huge play by Damani Richardson. Oh, he's coming hard off this edge, but watch how quickly he redirects. He's coming right off this edge, but watch the redirect. Bam, right there, puts his foot in the ground, wraps up Marshawn Lloyd. Well, South Carolina, really no choice.
Going for it on 4th and 3. Nolan delivers it on time, but can't get to the sticks. This defensive performance evoking memories of the Wrecking Crew. And they go with A-chain again. Pardon me, this is Amari Daniels, and he's getting in on the fun. Got stood up by Foster at the end of a 12-yard run.
Boy, what's not working right now for Texas A&M? Zone, gap scheme, little gap scheme run here, 2 pullers, everybody else blocking down.
And Jimbo calls that play horn. He's been running that one for 25 years.
Still working. Toot that horn.
Beep.
That was the weakest horn I've ever heard. Here's Amari Daniels. That was like a Ford Fiesta horn. I expect you to be more like a 250 for A&M. Here's Daniels again. The worst SEC loss in South Carolina history came to Florida in 1995, lost by 56, but they were able to score in that game.
And here, I love everything about this place.
He loves to score tonight. That one incomplete. Cole, what did you think when you heard Jimbo's response when asked about the LSU opening?
A lot of people focused on the direction that he may or may not be going. I focused on one of the best humble brags that I've heard dropped at a press conference in my entire life, with Jimbo Fisher talking about not having a ranch here in Texas, but ranches here in Texas. I usually drop that with multiple salads in front of me, but he's actually dropping it via property.
Well, one here, one in West Virginia. He is, you've seen a little bit of the ranch. It's got the little Brazos running along the edge in the Marty McGee promo. Seth Small just tied the A&M record for career field goals. 44-0 A&M. I'll tell you about we want Jimbo here. We've got great momentum. Let's lock it down even farther. So that's what they did. Either to leave. Certainly adding to the element is Ross's predecessor, Scott Woodward, is now the athletic director at LSU. Not only did he give Jimbo Fisher, members of his staff too, and the job at LSU. Here's the Quandre White. Cole, how do you break it down, putting yourself in Jimbo's shoes? Stay at A&M where you've got this incredible long-term contract, or flirt with LSU? It actually wouldn't even be flirting. You'd think the job would be his if he wanted.
If I'm Jimbo Fisher, I don't take the LSU job right now. And I agree with Jordan. I think the LSU job is easily a top 5 job in all of college football. But based on what Jimbo is building, how it's being built, you go look at where his recruiting class ranks currently today, how he's recruited in the past, the focus, the emphasis on the line of scrimmage, the guys that he's been able to bring into this program, the support that he has from the fans, the relationship that he has with Ross Bjork, I just don't think you make the move right now. Not with the direction and the trajectory of Texas A&M and some of the things behind the scenes at LSU that could continue to come out over the next few years. I don't know why he would risk trying to rebuild something else.
Nolan only got his hand on that one, and he will fall on it. There's certainly...
But I don't think that they would do that. They've been burned too much over the course of the recent history with coaches.
Jason Brown in a quarterback dials one deep into double coverage and incomplete.
And things not ending up the way they wanted to. Being right there, keeping a lot of the top recruits in state, but I think Jimbo's got a pretty good thing going here. Grass isn't always greener.
Thing he needs. The only thing lacking, the results. Brown buys time, needs 10 for a first down, incomplete. We got a flag on the play.
Coach.
There are two fouls on the play, both on the defense. Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 5. It's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot and will carry an automatic first down. Then after the play, we had unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 9 of the defense, his first of the game. It'll be half the distance from the goal to the goal from the succeeding spot. First down.
Now this is a...
Brown hands it off. Here's Lloyd, and he is in. Touchdown, South Carolina, and the Gamecocks will avoid what would have been their worst shutout loss in SEC history.
Highly of how Texas A&M has played on both sides of the ball tonight. There's some talent. There's stuff you can build around if you're Shane Beamer here in year 1.
A&M has won every game in this series. Kickoff will go out of bounds. Let's take a look at the Mercedes road to the champion. Here's Blake Bose, new quarterback for A&M. Played the final drive against New Mexico State earlier, and he will hand it off with nothing doing in the ground game. We might have a game, but yeah, I mean, I'd come back to drive a tank.
Absolutely. But a 2 deep on here, and they're getting everybody in.
Deep ball and incomplete. I think this is the time where we go deep into the notes. Trying to earn a scholarship, first punt of the night, and he caught it off clean, and it is a boomer down to the 15. And Josh Vann with a solid return.
Howdy, Ags. Ethan Fisher here. I just want to say thank you so much for all the support and all the donations that you have given us. The 12th man was outstanding Saturday night, and I just want to say that our new balance is $132,312.64. Thank you guys so much.
Kids First Fund, created by Jimbo and Candy Fisher, the fund to fight against Fanconi anemia, a rare blood disorder that affects their son Ethan, thousands of other children each year. They've raised over $180,000 since Monday night. And that was one of the things Jimbo talked to us about. He said, what I love about this place is, yes, football matters, but Aggies as a whole are so caring and loving that they know life isn't easy. They know throw you a curveball, you'll have ups and downs, and they're there to support you if you're part of the family each and every turn. Brown hands it off. Jason Brown in a quarterback for South Carolina. Luke Doty lost for the year. Zeb Nolan. 4-man rush on 3rd and 5. Complete. Van will turn it upfield. That was not comfortable. 15 extra coming.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense number 11. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Woo. Backfield the last few drives. I tell you what, he's got some juice.
Junior college transfer down the sideline to Van. Intercepted. Tyreek Chapman. Calzada out of the game and Blake Bose in, and they'll try to run it again. This time Amari Dance. I just wanted to point out there's a fantastic article about the Calzada fan.
Yeah, it's probably there.
That's all right.
It's still there.
I came on this trip and I forgot a toothbrush.
Oh, you got any floss or a
the double stuff in my
most
dreams.
stuff.
Broken up.
How about that? Baylor Cup sighting.
Wow.
Been here
on the field. South Carolina came after it. Fair catch by Josh Van. 44-7. Quick to break. Studio.
Rebels 31-17.
All right, Di, thanks. Back to action here. Jason Brown will. Well, could have picked up the first down. Looks like he will. The only thing left to be.
What is it?
It's just deliciousness. It's hot, and it's a little sandwich with 2nd and 10. Room. All the way down the sideline, and a flag coming in late for Marshawn Lloyd's run. Right.
Holding. Offense, number 13. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 2nd down.
So that's going to come back.
43.
You ain't hiding holds. That guy.
On 2nd and 5. A bullet from Brown, complete for a first down.
A little more energy. Again, I know it's not the starting A&M defense out there, but look what I did.
Yeah, look what you did. Intercepted by Texas A&M Deuce Harmon.
It's the last time I talk good about a backup quarterback. He goes and throws an interception.
No more energy.
This ball just a little bit behind. As Quandre Wright tries to make a play. That is
Kids, and that we preach to our kids. We need to make sure that we are showing those own values ourselves as a coaching staff.
Trying to help everybody next to you, which we talked to Kingsley and Ingvar, we've talked to assistant coaches, we talked to coordinators, and all of them have that same message that, you know what, we just feel like guys
have to do that are task oriented every week, every game week. It's no wonder that oftentimes culture is not the culture that helps police and stop those problems before they even start.
L.J. Johnson Jr. I think add to that being
I think it was a great hire. The more I'm around Shane Beamer, the more I believe that he has the DNA.
Relative to those that you just mentioned as a disadvantage in the name, image, and likeness era.
Absolutely. 100%. I think it's a
4th and 3. And nothing doing here. And it will turn it over on downs.
Sad you as a close friend anymore
because I didn't tell
allowing me to go on camera with something stuck in my teeth.
First down run by Zaquandre Wright. He transferred to South Carolina, NFL running back. And the former Reaver dances his way to the outside. Ooh, oh, heads up. Over the middle, complete.
And that time, in tight coverage, puts the ball exactly where he needed to. Didn't even blink. You got to do that.
I don't know if we're watching Ted Lasso or Finding Nemo. Jason Brown. Great vision, and he fires it incomplete. Just a hair low to Marshawn Lloyd. Brown on 3rd and 7. Well, he's put together a nice little drive here. This is to carry on Joyner. A good game against Vandy with
quarterback. He's playing a lot better at receiver.
Nice little spin.
Boy.
South Carolina's playing the Shane Beamer, but the Carolina fan base. Snap and wiped by Brown. He's going to scoop and try to make something happen. Finds the core. So
heads up play by Jason Brown here. That's like the 3rd bad snap we've seen.
There have been a bunch more that they've actually found a way to haul in.
Yeah, totally.
That's a problem that's going to have to be addressed this week.
Early movement.
False start. Offense number 75. 5-yard penalty. It's 3rd down. Please reset the game clock to 19 seconds.
Might throw a little jump ball to one of those guys.
Brown fires. Great hands, and it's hauled in for a South Carolina touchdown by Trayvon Kenyon. Just as you said. Point after good.
I think just one target on the day for Jaheim Bell. You know, I came into this game.
Victory formation for A&M after a 41-0 halftime lead. Get you ready for the studio post-game show, but first we'll have more coming your way from Kyle Field. Gets him every time. Every time. 44-14 the final. 8th straight win for A&M against South Carolina. They're now 8-0. We'll hear from Jimbo right after this.